Well, so sometimes there are fears, or sometimes they say that you fear your own shadow. There's nothing to fear, but still there is that aspect of fear.
And from the perspective of, say, any citizen across Africa, because we've covered quite well the state perspective at least, what can be done to better empower citizens to help foster this culture of a rule of law? You mentioned stuff like education, for example. Is this that people don't know their rights? Is it that the rights are not accessible, that the procedures for courts mean that there's, people don't really know what they're entitled to, and so on? I mean, from an African perspective, not specific to any other country, what more do you feel needs to be done to really make this the standard in Africa?
Well, knowledge of sensitization of the rights is extremely vital. Whether you call it education or what, is extremely vital. For instance, I'll just give a short example. The police here in Tanzania can only arrest and detain you for 24 hours, no more. And that is why you find sometimes more in a few, not a few, but in many instances, the police will arrest you in the afternoon of Friday. You are arrested after Friday afternoon because Saturday there is no court, Sunday there is no court, so they detain you over until Monday morning. That's when they take you to the courts. Because they can detain you for 24 hours and then they have to take you to court. And then you can continue to be under custody by the order of a court. You see. Now, how many people know about that? Very few people do know about that. So sometimes you find people being arrested even on Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, and they stay in the lockup for over 24 hours. And if you just go to these various lockups, you'll find a lot of people who have stayed there for about a week, 2 weeks. They've never been sent to court. And they don't know their rights. But if people do know about their rights, they will insist, take me to court. Or they will insist that I want to see my lawyer. Of course, another aspect is that we do not have these family lawyers. But you are entitled to have a lawyer or a legal counsel to present your case and to argue your case that, you cannot detain him for more than 24 hours. Send him to court or release him. So this is what I'm talking about. And the moment people know about their rights, nothing will stop them from asserting their rights. You find in these wars of liberation, national liberation, people have not been deterred by guns of the Portuguese or South Africa, the Boers. No, they've not been deterred by that. They knew their rights. They have come to realize what their rights are. They will fight for their rights, kill them, but they will still keep on fighting.
What would your vision be for the rule of law? How would you like to see Africa maybe look different than it does right now in Africa, say in 50 years, in 25 years' time?
My vision is not even 50 years. It should be very, very, very soon. People should know their rights, should be provided with their rights, and should be in a position to ascertain their rights and to have, one of the other things about good governance, for instance, is elections. People should have the right to elect those people whom they want, and the election should be free and fair, without intimidation, without rigging, things like that. And the moment we put these things into perspective, Africa, all the states in Africa should be a place good to live in. And most of the fellows in other countries is through good governance and elections. And for instance, what is happening now in the United States, there's a lot of candidates going around seeking to be the presidential candidates for Republican or for the Democrats, and you follow it and you see that it is really democratic the way they go, and the voting is done. It's not rigging, or that it is not whom Obama wants to succeed him. No, it's not Obama. It is these individuals, they talk to individuals, and it is the individuals who vote them in. Obama doesn't have anything to do. He might give his speeches here and there about what is what, but otherwise Obama does not have any role. And I'm taking this as a very live instance. And in most other of these European countries, it's free and fair elections. It's not the whims of those people in power. No. You let the people know what they want and choose what they want. If they know what they want and they choose what they want, why should there be any chaos?
I'm tempted to close the interview there, but it's our custom on the program to invite our guests to share one last kind of word of wisdom on what you think needs to be known about the rule of law, particularly in Africa. What would you like the audience at home to take away?
Is that the rule of law works against whims of those in power. And when I talk about those in power, I'm not talking about presidents, ministers, regional commissioners, but any place. I am the president of this court. I run this court not according to my whims, not according to what I want, but according to the protocol, to the rules we have given ourselves running the show. For instance, we have a meeting, for any meeting of the court, at least there should be 7 judges. And I cannot run a meeting and if there are less than 7 judges. That is the rule of law, where things are being controlled, governed by the law existing. So this is what I would want to say, that until we get to some place where every person, in whatever field he is in or she is in, observes the rules which governs his office or her office and strictly put them into place. If you feel that those rules or regulations are obsolete, then try to find ways of changing those rules, amending those rules, but not bending them or disregarding them. Even you, as a person in this Uongozi Institute, there are rules which govern you. You are not just going to do things according to your whims. No. So that is the rule of law. To do whatever we have to do according to regulations, to procedures.
Sure. Well, thank you very much for your time and for coming on the program.
Thank you. You are welcome.
And welcome again soon.
Oh, sure. If you want me, I'll be there. I'll be available.
And thank you at home as well for watching, and we hope to see you on another episode soon.